Hello and welcome, my name is Parky and today we're playing more of The Sims 4. You meet me back in Castle Lutenstein with Thorandrianian McMuffin. God, that's like a really ridiculous tongue twister. Where today we're going to continue with our house expansions. I've played a little bit more since last episode, got up to about 35,000 simoleons again. Haven't really made any major performance increase between last episode and this one, but it's going to take a while. We're at the sort of end stages of our career now, so it's going to be something I'm going to do off screen. It's not particularly exciting, you just keep going to work every day and hoping that your performance goes up. Great. So what we're going to be doing is, we're going to be focusing on the upstairs again. I'm planning hopefully today to finish this corridor and also this side room. Downstairs there has been a little minor change. What I've done is I've put down some more lighting in the house because you guys said that it was too dark. One of the main reasons it's quite dark sometimes is that I've got everything on auto lights, which means that even when you go into build mode, it's still really dark in the room unless you put them back on in live mode, which is just a stupid twerk of the game. But what can you do? I've also moved this whole lounge area over to the right hand side of the living room, mostly because it looked weird with the stairs. I've changed the staircase, I've got this sort of like wooden panelling underneath, and I've changed this to wooden panelling as well, and I think this area looks a hell of a lot better than it did last time. So that's all good. We haven't done anything else downstairs, but what we are going to do is upstairs. So I think the first thing we need to decide on, because this is a bit of an awkward little corridor, we're not going to be able to see much of it, is decide on the wallpaper. So first things first, let's turn all of these on, just so we can actually see what we're doing. Perfect. So this is our upstairs little corridor. Let's see what sort of wallpaper we've got. I'm considering... Oh yes, and one other thing I changed was the carpet in this room, because I thought that the light blue looked a bit bland. I think the red looks a lot nicer. So that's completely done in there now, and it seems that you guys really liked it last time. So I'm going to stick with my guns, stick with what my instincts are telling me, and just carry on. So for the upstairs, I'm feeling like this. I really, really like this panelling. I don't know why, I just think it suits the theme of a castle, and it also sort of matches and looks quite nice with the windows that we've got down, the dark wood windows. So we're going to put this here. So this is going to be the walls of the corridor. We're also going to need to put down... Are those windows misaligned? They don't look right, do they? 1, 2, hang on. So there's one gap. So it should be like that. That looks strange. What is this? I think I must have just misplaced them last time. Okay, well it's not the end of the world, let's carry on. So we got that sorted, we now need to put down the carpet. I feel as though the upstairs balcony needs maybe a dark wooden floor. Although it ends up starting to become a bit dark, but it does look quite nice. I'm going to restrict myself from using carpet in this area just because I think these two rooms, the master bedroom and the office, study, library, are both going to have carpet, but this one's going to be wooden flooring. So we're going to go for this, and then we're going to try and find some nice paintings to put down. I want something grand with a big golden frame. Maybe lots of these smaller ones. Oh, that looks quite nice. We could go for this. If we just raise the walls up, we might be able to see what we've got to play with in here. Okay, I would like another light back here because there isn't much on the wall. Maybe put a painting there. Maybe this painting on the other side. Oh no, that's the same one. Maybe not the same painting everywhere. Put this one here. I know it's not the same size, but it doesn't matter. And then we want a few along this wall. Maybe a big one as you come up the stairs to impress the guests as they walk in. That sounds good. A nice stick man playing a saxophone. Perfect. Something to show off to the guests about, certainly. Right, and we're going to put down a couple more of these, and then we're going to be done. Maybe put down this one, another jazz player. Nice tall painting. Good enough, whatever, that's fine. We also want to put down one more light out here, and then this little corridor will be done. It wasn't really anything special, just wanted to put something in this area just to finish it off, and then we can forget about it forever. So we're going to put down an oil lamp in the middle like that, and it looks a lot better already. We might also want to put down another oil lamp over here, just to do the doors so that they're symmetrical, and then again another one here. Cool, so that's all done. And then on the inside of the bedroom, as I got these lights out, we might as well carry on putting them down. We're going to put one on either side, just making sure it's nice and lit up. And in here, what else are we going to do? I don't want to put down too many of these yet, because I'm not sure exactly where I want to put it all. We could just put one in the corner of each there, and maybe one there. Because I might put down some other lighting in here anyway. Right, so lower these walls down, and we can see what we're doing with this room. Now, I had lots of suggestions as to what this could be. We've already used the library study idea over here. I was thinking a games room, because every castle needs a nice place to chill out. We do currently have downstairs, but I don't really want this to have all of this random stuff in it. Eventually, what I would like to do is maybe make another room here with a big corridor. Maybe see if we can find... I don't even know if... Are there suits of armour? I doubt there's suits of armour in this. But we can have a little look. Armour. What's that? Knight of Octagon suit of armour. Oh my god! Yes! Okay, well, I stand completely corrected. We're going to have some suit of armours. Suits of armour, even, if we're speaking English. I kind of like this. Alright, well, look, whatever. We won't put one of those down yet, but that's certainly something I want to look into. Maybe we can put some of those in the dungeon. That might be cool. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is get some nice wallpaper in here. We could go for some more panelling, but I don't want to overuse that. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is, we could, just because these other rooms upstairs don't have any of the stone yet, and a lot of downstairs does have that interior stone, I might carry on that theme throughout the house. I don't know which is the best stone to use. I think that's quite nice. Which one did we use downstairs? I think it was one of these masonry ones. Could go for something like this. That looks quite castle-y. Or we could go for something like that. Or even just this. Or that. We'll go for this. Maybe not actually. What about this? No, I prefer that. It looks a bit more castle-y. Fine. I think that actually matches the outside of the building. But it's not a big issue. Okay, and then for the flooring, we're going to, as I said, have some wooden flooring. We could go for something a bit more majestic. Something with a pattern around the edge of the room. That might be cool. We can't recolour that at all. I don't think we can recolour any of these. We could go for a nice redwood. Maybe a dark wood. I don't want it to be too dark in here though, because it's supposed to be a jovial place where everyone can sit and have fun with each other. Not like that. But we're going to go for this. Cool. So we have a lot of money to play with. Unfortunately, we have used a lot of it already, but it's cool. We've used about 6,000 just to deck out this little area here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to grab our chess set. We're going to put this in inventory. And it's already got the chairs attached to it. And I think what I might even do... Oh, we can leave this down here for now. That's fine. And then we can go back up here, place it back down out of our inventory, and figure out how much room we've got to play with up here. I think what we need to look for games. Games in knowledge. I want to try and keep this as themed to castle life as possible. So maybe what we could have is we could have a lute. Have they got a lute? A violin... Freezer Bunny Blues Guitar. Oh, grand piano. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? We could put that downstairs in the main hall. So this is what I mean. I wanted to free up all of this stuff so that I could put all this cool stuff in here. Okay, so what I think, we definitely need an easel with a painting on it. Because we're not a keen painter, but we might want to become one, is what I'm saying. We could also... woodworking table. We could have a little shed out the back where we have all the woodworking stuff. And a flaming tiki bar. This is cool. Recreation, this is what I need. A GOT game table. Whether your favourite mental sport is poker, old maid or chess, get your game on anytime with this table at the ready. A gaming mat? Oh, that is cool. It's not really in theme though, is it? I think we can get one of these. This might be cool. But then we have a lot of tables, don't we? So I don't know whether this is actually a good thing to do. Well, I'll tell you what we could do. We could move this over here. Maybe like at the right angle. I really like the right angles in this game. I think it makes things look a lot more natural. And then we can put a nice thing in the corner. Maybe a statue. Let's go for a statue of some kind. One of these. Oh, look at that. That is... fancy-pantsy. Maybe we could go for a bust, though. I think a bust would be a bit better. Fine. So we need a nice stand to put this on. Maybe a table. Accent table? Maybe this? I was thinking of like a marble pillar. wedding pillar, portula pillar. This is not really what I was going for. A floor... Oh, I'll tell you what else we could get. Let's go for a telescope. This might be good. Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, holy shit! I wasn't really expecting it to be this big. My god, what the hell? That's crazy, but I love that. I didn't even know that was in the game. Is there just like a normal telescope? Telescope in knowledge? No, I guess there isn't just a... Oh, I've had a brilliant idea. Because we've got all these statues of suits of armour, sorry, what we could do... I know this is so nerdy, but what we could do, we could have like an epic like Dungeons and Dragons setup in the corner here, trying to... Yeah, like this, and we can have like chairs around it. This sounds cool. God, that was 8,000. Oh my god. That's crazy. Okay, well, we'll go for some chairs. I'm sort of darting all over the place, but it's fine. Desk chairs. Go for a couple of these again. Maybe in a different colour. Maybe red to match the table. That is so nerdy. We can have 3 friends around with a guy overlooking. This sounds cool. I wonder if we can get some candles to dot around as well in that corner. This is my inner nerd coming out right now. I've actually never played Dungeons and Dragons. Not properly. Oh, an antique urn. Maybe we can find a pillar in here. Can we put them on the table? We can't put them on the table. What we can do is put them on the floor around the table. £110 for some candles. God, that's mad. What is... This is madness. Okay, well here we go. We've got the nice candled area where we can feel enthralled in our games of fighting fantasy and all those other cool things that used to be around that no one does anymore. Cool, that's good, I like that. So we need a statue in this corner. In the meantime though, what else could we put in here? Let's have a little look. Games. Oh yeah, this is one other thing that you guys said that I should get, a treadmill. We can probably put this down in the dungeon. I'm thinking we definitely need some of this stuff because we are starting to look a bit podgy around the edges. Oh, here it is. Is this... Oh, that's a bird bath. That's not quite right, Parky. Thank you very much. We won't have one of those. I can't believe this was 8,000. I should have looked at that beforehand. Well, at least I got one. This is... I would like to play here. Oh, look, and we can get a fake butler. And here's the pillar. I knew there was one in this. Okay, we're going to have to put it, unfortunately, a bit like this, because I can't fit it in behind here. But some of this stuff is cool. A hostess station. This is stuff we need in the kitchen. Oh, actually, whilst I'm up here, I might as well put this in the kitchen, because I definitely want this now. A hostess station. Looks classy, matches with the table and everything else. Very nice. In case we want to be catered on, hand and foot, by our servants. Currently don't have any servants, but that's cool. We can all aspire to something. So that's down there now. As soon as I see any of these cool stuff, I just want to put it down before I forget. Okay, so let's get that statue, the bust of the lady of the house, Madame Fruity Loop. Oh, we can't put... Why can't we put this on this pillar? That's a bit stupid. I think I've had this revelation before, to be honest. This is looking a bit weird now with the right angle there. I think I'm going to have to change this up slightly, but let's at least get the statue down, because then we can see whereabouts we can shift all this stuff around. So that looks good like that. I'm not sure about this. I think we might have to maybe put it at a right angle. Oh god, come on, like that in this corner instead. Have this here, the little bust. Could of course put this between here, so it's centered in the room. That looks cool. Oh, this is looking good. I like this sort of thing. And then we definitely need some more paintings. We need some cool stuff in here. Of course, still in keeping with the theme, but we can get some cool stuff. Patent posters, even. They look sort of antique. Got a map as well. Put a big map up somewhere. Maybe like this to fit in with the theme of like the fantasy area. I don't know. This is cool. Art in the box. What is this? We'll put this down over here. Does this need to be higher? No, I think it looks okay like that. Maybe we'll put this above here, actually. Yeah, maybe something like that. I think we need a bigger picture over this side. So maybe we can put this down behind there. Although we might not ever see it very much, but it's fine. Okay, so we've done that. Let's get a big wide picture here. Or just one of these, that's pretty cool. Fine and dandy. God, we've gone through our money quite a lot getting all this fine art. But it's cool. We're deserving of the fine art, definitely. One other thing we could get, we could just leave this area in case we find something in the future that's quite nice. We don't need a spice rack in the games room. Some knives in case you want to do some like knife fighting, or that game where you stab the knife in between all your fingers really fast, like in Alien. I don't know, maybe. We could go for another rug in the middle, but to be honest, I don't want to overdo the rugs. That's one thing you want to do, everyone. If you move into a house and you're decorating, don't overdo the rugs. That is a bad idea. That is a bad thing to do. What am I on about? I'm not an interior fashion designer. Don't listen to me at all. Put down some of those. 1,000. Whatever. Oh, and look, here's one of those cool fountains I was trying to find. How much is this? 900. I'll tell you what, let's just splash a bit on the money here. We need a fountain outside our front door. I know I said I was going to have it downstairs, inside. Mind you, that would be pretty pretentious and wonderful in all regards, so maybe we could put it in here. Maybe not yet, though. Let's just leave it out the front for now, so everyone can walk past our unfinished house and think, wow, look at that. We haven't even got a roof yet. That's how ridiculous this is. I think maybe once I've finished this, I might put a roof on, because that would be nice. I've also started redoing some of the windows because we had like a random double window in the kitchen downstairs. I thought I'd make it match up a bit more so it's a bit more symmetrical. All these plants are dead outside, that's terrible. Maybe do the same out here as well because it looks a bit strange having just one in the middle. Although it is symmetrical, so I can probably leave it for now. But it's looking good. I like it. And I guess, you know, we don't have to be completely... we don't have to completely adhere to our fantasy roots. We could put a little guitar in here, just for now, just to fill that little corner up. We can find some other stuff to do. We could even put the piano down in here, that might be quite nice. Let's just see how it looks, because we're going to have like a big entrance hall, so I don't know whether we're even going to be able to fit it in there. This would look quite nice, actually. We could put this in here. Would that look ridiculous? It might look a bit ridiculous. Do we mind that it looks ridiculous? Not really. We want to show off. We want to be ridiculous. Oh, that is a bit big. That is a bit big. Does that look too big? I think that's okay. I personally think that's fine. We can leave the guitar there as well. This is cool. I don't want to fill any more out in here because I think it's going to start looking far too cluttered if I start putting too much. But yeah, here's our game room. And I'm really proud of this little area here. Sadly, we've got our chess set up here as well. We've got a piano so we can start learning some music, and we've got some fine art as well, and some the ability to even create some fine art if we want and hang it on our walls. So that's all good. We've also done the corridor out here, so this is all completely done. The house is starting to really come together now, especially the upstairs. It looks like a place that is fit for a king, a hero of past times and fun epic tales. In terms of the rest of the house, things that I want to do include sorting out maybe the exterior of the building, because there's a lot of stuff that you can do to the exterior to make it look not so flat like this, because I know currently it does look like a bit of a box. We also need to put the roof on, and then, aside from that, we're going to have to go downstairs again into the basement and create an epic dungeon. In the dungeon, I'm planning on storing all of our collectibles so we can start getting on with the curator quest line again, because we just need to complete a collection. We have a lot of things like all these different elements and all of these different statues over here if I get the wall up. So I imagine that we're fairly close to completing some form of collection. We also want a place to put our gym and also a torture chamber for any guests that don't agree with our way of life. But it seems like a good place to end it. If you enjoyed the series and the episode in particular, please leave a rating and a comment and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Awkward, goodbye. Awkward.